In just a few days, prospective college students worldwide will rush to their mailboxes, refresh their email inboxes, all hoping for those precious, rumored big envelopes. And as current high school seniors open these envelopes and prepare to make their college decisions, we're here at Harvard Yard, wrapping up this week's whirlwind trip around the Ivy League. At Harvard and at other top schools, we ask current students, what's it really like to be here?
What is being at Harvard like in one adjective? It's crazy.
I'm at the law school, so the word that comes to mind is maybe competitive, but there's this subversive artsy scene.
It's pretty insane.
It's a lot more work than I thought it'd actually be, but it's a lot of fun too.
What is it like to be a student at Brown?
It is amazing.
Everybody here is really into something.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
passionate, not forced. But then at the end of the day,
They're like secret superhumans.
yeah.
Here.
Brown's a really liberal place.
Brown is like the red-haired stepsister of the Ivy League.
What's it like to be a Princeton student?
It's a lot of fun.
The people here are just unbelievably awesome.
I would say eye-opening. Inspiring.
Stressful.
Orange.
How would you describe life at Yale?
It
Is
really
frickin'
incredible.
Yeah, great people, smart people, fun people, interesting people.
There's so many different kinds of people and so many different backgrounds.
It's got lots of old buildings that aren't actually old.
Columbia in one word. Philosophical.
Stressful. Eclectic.
Hustly.
Full of bookworms, going to Butler on any given day and you literally can't find a seat anywhere.
So what is it like to be a Penn student?
It's really busy all the time, and my favorite part is definitely being in Philadelphia.
There's always something going on if you want to go out and have a good time.
It's allowed me to do things that I would have never been able to do elsewhere.
In terms of academics, you're always in an environment of very intelligent people.
One word.
Tradition.
Home. Jewish.
I mean, 4 words: work hard, play hard.
Work hard, play harder.
At these top schools, there are seemingly endless opportunities to dive into campus life. And when info sessions, tours, and websites blend together, distinguishing between schools can be a challenge. So we chat with student leaders at each Ivy about how they approached the college decision-making process.
Coming from high school, you don't really know what college is actually going to be like. You have this idea that it could be like Animal House, or it could be like people studying in an arcane 1960s film in the library of Harvard Law or something. But it all is, I think, all new, and so in that way I kind of went into it with an open expectation.
I applied through a program called QuestBridge, which is an organization that helps low-income students. So I applied early through that program and ranked Princeton as one of the schools.
I did a big spring break tour, touring the different colleges. So I did MIT's Advent Weekend, I stopped by NYU for a while, Columbia.
At the end of the day, it was Columbia being in New York and that translating into there are a lot more opportunities.
The problem that I had was I could actually see myself at every one of the schools, but I had to go through and sort of rely on intangibles.
So how do these Ivies set themselves apart in a group where every campus has the best?
It's a place where you really have to sort of make your own opportunities and kind of go out there and be a go-getter and figure things out. You have to figure things out, and so because of that, you will be a different person in 4 years than you were when you first got here. You have no choice.
I've never been in a place where people are so different and everything is okay. I mean, you could identify as whatever you want to identify as.
The eating clubs are pretty much the central hub of all social life on campus, which has its pros and cons. I would say the eating club is definitely something that I don't think you really understand until you actually come to Princeton. And the nice thing though is that once you're here, you can choose whether or not you're going to be in an eating club. And even though most students are, I wouldn't say it has a negative effect on your experience if you choose not to be in one.
Some of my favorite things are how specialized the schools are. You go to Cornell and you have, a school that is devoted to labor relations and organizational studies. You have a school that's devoted to hotel administration. And I think that the specialized schools really draw students who are interested in such diverse fields.
Dartmouth is on the quarter system, which means we have a fall, winter, spring, and summer term. you can decide where you want to be in the world, essentially, and what you want to be doing. You have a certain number of off terms that you can use to either get an internship or go travel or study abroad and learn a new language.
And for prospective students about to make their college decisions, these current students offer words of advice.
I would definitely advise talking to however many random students you can. So if you're walking up and down on the walkway, just pull a student out to the side. What don't you like about this school? What do you love about this school?
Campus culture is so important. The big X factor is how people on the campus, and that's not just students, that's faculty, that's staff, that's everyone, how they all fit together.
Definitely have an open mind throughout the process, that there isn't one fit, that no matter where you end up, there's definitely a way to get involved in different activities, to find different communities to be a part of.
If you're at the caliber where you're considering schools like Penn or Yale or Stanford or Harvard or Princeton or whatever, it almost doesn't matter where you go. And I know that I love Penn, and I know that for me it was a great experience, but I know I'd have equally good friends and probably an equally good experience had I gone to any of the other comparable schools.
To get a real taste of where you can fit in within the college, I think is really important, and the only way you're going to learn that is through talking to students that are at the school.
To all of you prospective students, wishing you the best of luck. More specifically, wishing you lots of big envelopes. This is Jen Kramer reporting for YTV. Back to you in the studio.